What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Devotions with Dennis. I hope you had a great week so far. I hope you had a great Wednesday. Greetings to you this week from a town called Carlsbad in California, about 30 minutes north of San Diego. I am. Why am I here? I'm on vacation here for the week. Parent, it's just a family vacation for spring, just to kind of get away, relax, and replenish and refuel ourselves for when we get back on the grind. Um, but this week, I want to do a slightly different devotion. And instead of it being me sharing with you what God's been teaching me in a Bible study context, I want to twist it up a little bit and do more of a reflective one of what God's been teaching me as I've been reflecting on my vacation. I wanted, since the vacation is more based on you taking time off and just relaxing, I wanted to take the same approach to the devotionals, and I just felt led to just get to reflect some back and take a relaxed week with you, and just kind of look back on what God's been doing in the year so far, to refuel ourselves and re-energize ourselves to keep pushing forward after a typical reflection when you do one. And the scripture that's been put on my mind just lately has been John 10:10. This is Jesus speaking about himself compared to the devil, of what the motives are behind them. So he says, "The thief comes to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." He's talking about his sheep, which is us, his people. And he shares about how the thief, the devil, comes to kill, steal, and destroy our life. He comes to end our life, kill it, steal from us. He just wants to destroy us, so he can destroy our purpose and our calling, to prohibit more people from getting to know Jesus. And then Jesus comes in and shares how he came to bring life in every context and bring life abundantly. And I've really been reflecting on that this week, and I've been able to just talk with some friends, some longtime friends, some more recently made new friends, and we've just been sharing about how when you're walking with God and you're walking in the best way you can to be as obedient as possible, life starts to not get more exhausting, but just get tougher. It just gets tougher. And it was just a great reminder for us to know that when you're walking in the right direction, you sometimes feel like you're walking backwards because of the pushback you're getting. See, if we're not walking with God and we're not walking in purpose and for impact, then the devil's got no reason. Okay, the devil's got no reason to attack us, because if we're not threatening him, then why should he need to attack? If you don't feel threatened by something, you don't intend to attack it. But now when we're walking in purpose and we're walking and doing our best to walk in obedience and trying to live out the calling and the purpose God's given us, that's when the devil starts to get threatened, because that means that more people are going to get to know Jesus, and some people he just doesn't want that to happen. He wants to kill, steal, and destroy. And that's what he does in our life. He tries to kill things in our life. He tries to kill relationships. He tries to kill jobs. He tries to kill just anything he can. He tries to steal from you, whether it's material possessions or psychological or emotional or whatever he meant. He tries to steal what he can and tries to cause things to happen in your life to make you focus on the negative, which figuratively steals your joy and replaces it with negativity. And so he'll do whatever he can to attack, to make you, to really just kill you from the inside out. And we've just been really thinking about that, and I've been really just meditating on that and realizing that as I do my best to follow God and to follow the calling I've been given, and just be obedient, period. Just be obedient. I'm learning that the more obedient you are, the more pushback you do get, but also the more blessings you see. Not to say that God doesn't bless you if you're not obedient, but there's only certain blessings that are unlocked with obedience. And you start to see you start to feel more fulfilled, you start to live a more fulfilled life, you start to feel more joy in your life, and you start to see God work in more obvious ways the more obedient you are. And as I've just decided to reflect from January till now, just to see what God's been doing in my life, where I'm at now with what I had originally planned, and where do I see these things, where praying, not trying to figure out myself, but praying into what is to come. And I encourage you all to do the same thing. Maybe not all the beginning of the year, maybe the month, maybe a month by month, but do give yourself some time to reflect. Because what reflection has done for me is it's shown me how, I won't say how accomplished I've been, but what I have been able to accomplish, or what goals I have been able to fulfill. And it's given me a chance to look back at, okay, how did I do that? Did I fulfill that? No. How far did I get there? Can I continue it? It just gives you a chance to reevaluate your game plan in the year, and just pray to God about it, and just see what comes next. And it's given me a lot of peace, just because I've really gotten to see God do a lot just in the past 4 months. And the cool thing is, the reason God does miracles and works on life is so that we can see Him more clearly, so we can use those situations as our foundation for the faith we need that is to come, for the things that are to come. And it's given me just a lot of just encouraging faith, just seeing what God has done in my life just in the first 4 months, whether it's in church, whether it's in ministry, whether it's in business or relationships or whatever it may be. Looking back and seeing how God's moved in my life and just reflected on that it's really refueled my faith in a lot of different ways, and just given me a lot more evidence to have faith for the future. Now, I mean, obviously your faith doesn't go away if you don't see God move. But over time, if you don't pay attention, or you don't see, if you get so caught up in the daily grind that you forget to look around, just to pay attention to what God's doing, you do occasionally miss things, or it gets tougher to see. And I was at that point, within the last month or two, and I was doing a lot, which I was enjoying, but I got caught up in the doing that I forgot to see where God was moving. And my faith was not shaken, but I just started questioning some things. And what this reflection has done for me is really just given me so much more evidence of how God moves, of how He's always there, of how He's always in control, and that He's still the word that He gives us when He first shows you what you were called to do, to that always being the case. And if His word goes out, it will not return to Him void, according to Isaiah 55:11, I want to say. Double check me on that. But this reflection has really just been good for me, because it's really refueled my faith and given me plenty of evidence to move forward and know that God's always working, even when I can't directly see it. And I want to encourage you to do the same thing. You can reflect on the past month, you can reflect on the past 2, 3, whatever you want to reflect on. But I encourage you to reflect just take a day, or just an evening, or whatever time you want to take. But let's reflect on what God's done so far. Think about what He's been doing, what have your plans been like, how things turned out, and how can you best move forward now. If you do that, I am very confident you will be refueled in your faith as well, and you'll see how when times got tough, it was because your faith was being stretched and you were growing closer to God as well in the process, and the devil was just attacking you in the process because of the impact you were having now, and the impact the trials you're going through now for the impact you will have later. So yeah, just reflect as best. Just take some time to reflect. I'm confident you'll be encouraged by it, and you'll be able to look back and see how God moved in many different ways. I love you guys. God bless you. I'm always praying for you and that these videos are encouraging to you. As always, if you have any questions or comments or anything you want to share with me personally, that this stays confidential unless you want it to be shared, just email me at devotionswithdennis@gmail.com. As always, subscribe and share to whoever you feel like would be encouraged by these videos. Love you guys. God bless you. I'll see you soon.